Hello. I have my hair halfway put up. It won't stay up, but feels better when I'm trying to actually paint. But I wanted to show you. I have a roll of plastic. I don't use it as much as I should because I should have already replaced this that I have been using for so long. But if I ever want to do it and I don't feel lazy one day, I will use this and put it underneath this table, my paint table that I'm using. All my paint table is these, I forgot what you call it, but see, it says it holds 1,000 pounds. Goodness, should be strong. I have that, and I used 2 of those, and then I just used a piece of wood for the table part, and I'll put that on there, and it's very sturdy. And then, like I said, I have black plastic here for the floor to go underneath the table, and even farther than that out, because paint gets everywhere when you really get into this. The plastic container I'm using is something that I don't know where I got it from, but I'm sure Walmart has them. It's probably where I got it. It is for those, it's a plastic container that you can slide, it has wheels. And you can roll it under your bed to store things. So anyway, they're like big enough to where I can do this for the paint to drip. And these are just rods, curtain rods that I'm using to balance the painting on, to put the painting on. The paint drips in there. A little pin broke off. But as you can see, at one time I tried to tape the rods down with some strong tape or whatever, but anyway, it's all worked loose, and it doesn't really matter to me because it's not really giving me a problem. It doesn't really move around that much because canvases are usually not that heavy, and I don't worry about it. So anyway, let's see what else I can tell you. Oh, all of these cups here. This is Grocers Essentials foam cups. There's 51 cups in here, and I've already used a lot of them. And this is great to have, and they don't cost much. I think this cost $1 at Winn-Dixie, I believe, but I'm not sure. But if you can find just some little foam cups, they're great. And the reason is because you can just throw them away whenever you get through painting. So anyway, so it's very important to have those. And of course, when I have all my paints, the paints in the cups like I want them to begin painting, then I just use whatever, these disposable cups to pour all of the, to make my layers. So I have that. I have the little plastic cups. I have a bottle of water right here because I need that to usually thin my paint some. And usually these paints in the bottles right here that I have already have silicone in them. But sometimes if I use those, I add a little bit more, whatever. But if I pour the paint straight out of the jug, that's the kind that it doesn't have silicone in it because it's straight out of the jug. But I do have the silicone. That I use sometimes. But I wasn't getting the sales that I wanted. I don't know why. If it was because the silicone, silicone wasn't working properly. I don't have any idea. It's probably something that I did. But I found that this here is coconut. It says Palmer's Coconut Oil Formula Hair Polisher. So it's some kind of serum for your hair. So I read somewhere where that was good to use in paint if you wanted sales. So I've started using this, and I really like it better than silicone. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put the camera up. I apologize, but I do not have a good place to put this camera. But maybe you can see some of it there. I don't know. I hope so. I know it's better if you could just look straight down. But I don't have it set up like this yet. So anyway, so I'm going to use these little plastic cups to put my colors in. And I'm going to paint over this thing here. This one that I wasn't satisfied with. And I don't know whether I'll be satisfied with this one or not. But I'm going to just do something simple. Seeing how this is my first video showing you this. And we'll see, you know, how it goes. It's just going to be a pour. I'm not even sure about the terms yet. You know, straight pour, dirty pour, traveling pour, or whatever. But I do know a Dutch pour has to do with flowers. When you're trying to blow out flowers. You do different things like that. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. But I'm always running out of white and black paint. Sorry, guys. I mean, well, it's going to work for this one, but I don't know. I have this Floetrol here. I'm always hearing about Floetrol, how great it is, and I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be great for. I don't know if it's for sales or what it is. I do know it makes your paint go further, and it makes the Floetrol go faster. But for pour painting, I usually use, for this kind of painting I'm going to do, I just use white or black to separate the colors. You don't have to probably do that, but I do it because it seems like it just looks cleaner and better, you know, for the colors not to be all mixed up. I don't know if you can see it, but I don't know, it's kind of thick, so we're going to add a little water. And then I'm going to get my stick. Stir it. Still really thick. I don't want it thin, but I don't want it too thick either. Because I want it to move well once I put it on there. So I can cover the edges and everything without a struggle. And it's just so hard to have the patience to wait for something to slowly go to the edges and cover all of the canvas like you want it to. But you don't want to get it too thin because you want the layers, when you start pouring the layers, you want them to be able to sit on each other well. Lay on each other. Okay. Hopefully that's good. Okay, that's for that one. I get a paper towel. My little plate here where I put things on. And I lay the paper towel on it. And then I get this stick out of the way. I usually just lay it on there till later, and then I'll wipe it off and let it, you know, and use it again another time. I don't know, that's still kind of thick. But we have the that. I've already picked out some colors. This is purple. And pour that straight into that cup. I've been using Sargent's acrylic paint. Very, very thick. Ooh, this is thick. I'm gonna add water. Okay, guys, I know that you're supposed to use medium and all that. I'm not doing it. Uh-oh. Might have put too much water. No, it's okay. Put that down there. Okay, now this came straight out of the jug, so I know I don't have anything in that. So I'm gonna go put a little bit of that. Mix that up pretty good. Now, put the cap back on the purple. I've got different shades of greens here that I just mixed up to make, different colors. So, I don't know, this looks like pretty much a straight green here. Let's see. No, it's a little lighter, I think. Must have added some white to it at some point. It didn't come like that, probably. Just going to use all of that. I'm going to put this back up here with my other empty paints. This really doesn't look that thick. So I don't think I'm going to put anything in that. Okay, orange. I can tell I mixed this with some white too at some point. I guess I wanted a lighter orange. No, it's pretty bright. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. I do not know, still experimenting with colors, so I don't really know, what colors go well together. The colors that I think should go well together sometimes turn out not so great. Okay, this doesn't look really thick either, so I'm not going to mess with that. I might put a little Floetrol in here because I want it to go farther. And I think that I'm not going to get too much out of that if I don't add some of that. Maybe I add a little to this green also. It doesn't really lighten the paint like I thought it would. So it does pretty good. This is great. And an orange. And orange. I'm going to put a little bit of this in all of it. And see how that turns out. Okay, one last stir, guys. I have to stir that serum oil in. Purple. That is kind of thick. Let's put a little bit of water in there. Just want all the oils mixed. The hair serum, or whatever you call that stuff. So anyway, here we go. Now we're going to get one of these cups because it's bigger, and I might need it bigger, I'm not sure. And I guess what I'm going to do is, I'm not sure what you call it, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. I'm going to end up putting this on top of it and then turning it around and then letting it go. That's all we're going to do. Okay, so I like to start off with white. I've been doing this, guys, because of the air bubbles. And you're probably not supposed to, I don't know, but you put the cup down, don't ever hold it into it, because I see bubbles in there now. So I'm going to do it like really fast. Don't want to burn the paint or the cup. It would be easy to do probably with the styrofoam cup. But it seems like that took care of most of it. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. It's probably not the thing to do. I don't know. But it seems like it makes the bubbles less. So, okay, we poured some white. Purple. So you really need more white and black. You know, you could use black instead of white, but I love the way the white looks. I want it to be bright and stand out. So on every layer, you know, I start with white again. And you pour it down the side like this. Don't know if you can see it. I see that purple starting to mix, but look at the silicone stuff working already. Cool. Maybe it'll be pretty. So pour it down the side. Orange. I don't use orange very much. And I really don't use brown much. Then start all over. Purple again. White. Green. Orange. Oh, I'm sorry. White. Orange. White. And on and on. Trouble is, you always run out of, unless you make enough white, you run out of that faster than you do the others. So you should do more. I didn't this time. Because I like to end with some white, a dab of white. So anyway, I'm not going to do it. I have green, and I only have a little bit of white for one more little thing. So I'm going to put some orange on top of that green. We'll see what it does. Might be beautiful. Who knows? That's the thing I like about this pour painting is, you know, sometimes you're pleasantly surprised. Sometimes you're not. Still fun to see what the outcome's going to be. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but I am just going to put this canvas over here. I'm going to turn it around. Oh, oh my goodness. I'm going to turn it around. And I'm going to get this to show you close up what it's doing here. Can you see the sides here? Like seeping out of the bottom of the bowl? Or can you not? I don't know. I wanted you to see it because it has little cells coming out already. Okay, now we're going to take it off. Well, I like to give it a minute to sit and settle down. I think it makes it better. Okay, hopefully that's enough. So now we're going to take this off, break the suction, a little bit of suction here. Now you can, when you lift it up a little bit, you can, woo, you can travel it along if you want to. Woo! Oh, wow. Did you see that? Okay, we're going to see what happens. We're going to stretch it out. Ooh. Let's go ahead and get this corner also. Oh, I hate wasting. Oh, I hate it when the paint just runs off like that. I want all the paint on there, but that's part of it. I like that little green part right here on the side. It's kind of hard holding the camera and doing this also, but oh no, especially when the little pin comes off in the back that I was holding it with. Ooh. But you're here for it all. So I'm gonna show you what I'm experiencing here. Okay. It's not going on there so smoothly. It's kind of dripping is all it's doing. Ugh. Okay, I think that's enough for that corner. Okay, we have one more corner. Oh, okay, it's time for this. It's time for my really time for it. Because I don't want to mess up the back of the canvas anymore with my paint fingers. I want to have to hold it a little bit on the side because I'm afraid the pins, if I hold it by that, will come out. So I'm going to hold it a little bit, seal the side, even though I don't like to do it. Okay, now we patiently wait. We patiently wait for this corner. Oh. It looks like it's going to be really stubborn getting there. Come on now. It's got to do it. I just don't have patience. That's why I tried my hand at drawing and different things, and I'm sure I'll try to do it again. You know, I don't know anything about it. I've done a few things that was okay. But that takes so long, and you know, you really have to work on something like that a lot. Okay, that's good enough. Now, we're gonna cover anything that wasn't covered before. Oh, see this corner? Oh, I'll use a different finger. Something with the color that's more like this. Oh gosh, I don't know. Wipe my fingers again. Uh-oh. All this, we need to cover that, I guess. You know, I love the way that the sides look. Anytime I do this, I love the way that the sides look. That is like my favorite part. I just think it's neat, really neat to see how the paint looks draping. I call it draping over the sides. It's beautiful, I think. Even if you didn't do this, and if I had just had a white canvas or whatever, I might would have just left it like that. I don't really mind seeing where the paint dripped and where it didn't. I think it's cool. Okay, let me look on the other side and see, is that fully covered? It's good enough. Okay, guys, so here is our painting. Let's do it close and see. I'm not sure this is going to do much here. We'll get another thing. Want to get paint all over the camera. But see, that was fun, huh? I'm going to get the torch because I've seen other people do this, and it seems like the cells just pop up everywhere when you do that, when they do that. Not so much when I do that. But I have it. It's full of butane. It finally worked. So